Okay. Okay. It's Monday. It's Monday, and we're gonna prep some Stolen Fate. We didn't prep any Stolen Fate last week because we did a recap of Extra Life. But there's plenty to prep, so I guess we'll just jump right into it. Alright, when we last left off, there were some very sad, tragic reveals about characters and their backgrounds and all that kind of stuff. There was also a request made by a player to bring a character from the previous campaign forward as an NPC, so we're going to do that. So we'll do that first. So we're going to bring Sid, the inventor, over. I don't know if there are any good inventors, really, but you know, we'll try. So in the B team folder, we're gonna go to bestiary browser. We'll browse for an inventor. See if there's anything. Inventor, goblin inventor, kitsune inventor, inventive scholar, and inventive lore master. All right. So this inventor right here, he doesn't really have a lot of inventy stuff going on. What about this? Inventive scholar? No, not really. This is an arcane situation. And the inventive lore master. All right, so we need something that's kind of like an inventor. It's got a stat block. I'm thinking maybe just something with guns. All right, so let's scroll through. We got Gun Witch. Honestly, kind of dope. Let's see. I don't think that's what we're looking for though. Let's see. Gun Witch. She's got a musket staff and a fist. She can hex her bullets and recall her firearm to her hands. That's pretty sick, actually. It doesn't really fit with what we got going on here, though. Okay. Then I'm thinking maybe just a rogue. A rogue could work. Let's see. Rogue. All right. I got mercenary rogue, level 13 to 15. Seems like a good place to start. All right, so we'll drag that over. All right, so mercenary rogue, 13 to 15. You are now going to be called Sid, the inventor. All right, and then we're gonna go here, do this. We're gonna say link actor is good. I'm gonna go here, grab this token, and we'll apply that token. There we go. And we'll apply the token right here. Why are you mad about that? Oh, whatever. Okay. So now we got to give them things that would make them feel more like an inventor. So what we could do for that is we'll go over here, compendium browser for items. We'll go to equipment. Turn on the trait gadget. There we go. And we'll throw some fucking gadgets on there. So let's see what we got. Scrolling down to the good stuff. Power Gauntlet Greater. Sounds sick. Throw that on there. Maybe. Alright, then we got Impact Foam Chassis, Junkcraft Jetpack. Oh yeah, that sounds pretty sick. Okay, throw that on there. Okay, what else? Vanishing Shocker, Gravity Inverter. Gravity Inverter is pretty sick. Do that. Oh, we also have to make them unique. There we go. Then we do Construct Controller. Say what now? The small cuboid drive rewires the programming of constructs, bidding them do as you command. You insert the drive into a weak point in a creature with the construct trait, overriding its mind. The creature must attempt a DC 28 will save with the same effect as a command spell. Creatures that succeed on the save are immune. That's not nearly as cool in practice as it sounds. It's unfortunate. All right, what else we got here? Phantasm Plug. This box is made to trap incorporeal entities. Love it. It's Ghostbusters shit. Slowed for 1 round. It becomes oh. What is this from? Rules. Details. Oh, it's from Inventors Plus. Okay. Let's see. Successful slowed condition increases by 1. Blah blah blah. Failure slowed 2. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. Trapping a ghost. That's pretty fun. I don't know if I would put it on there, but it's pretty cool. Let's see. Miniaturization device. Yeah, that sounds cool. Universal translator. It's good. All right, and then we got marble mines. Sounds good. Okay. All right, we got doubling rings. It's pretty cool. And then they got striking short sword, but only 1. When you wield a weapon in the hand, that was any fundamental units of weapon suppress revocation afflictions. Both rings. Okay, but you didn't give her. It's kind of weird. Whatever. Okay. So let's see. Is there any equivalent to like fast hands? We could probably put something in there. Like a quick draw. Alright, we'll do fast hands. This creature can interact to draw items. Draw to a free hand any item with the trait gadget. Yeah, but I think it's not really a passive ability. Here we go. So the quick hands. There we go. Details. Reaction. All right. So they now have that, which is cool. Then we do elf, right? So let's see. Elf basic traits. There we go. All right, sweet. And then we're done. All right, so we have Sid the Inventor set up. Cool. All right. Would they have a gun? I guess that's the question. Let's go over here. Do we have firearms? Let's see. Doesn't look like I got my firearms over here. All right. So go here, do firearm, gun. Nope. All right. Weapon filters. Projectile. Yeesh. Okay. Firearm. There we go. Alright, I'm assuming we'll just do 2 dueling pistols. And yoink. Alright. Inventory. Dueling pistols. Concussive, fatal D10, concealable, blah blah blah. Details. +2 striking. Alright. And then same deal here. Dueling pistol, details. +2 striking. Alright. We can get rid of the short sword. We can just keep it. Oh, shit. Okay. And then we'll do generate attack. Alright. Nice. Okay. So that works pretty good. We'll call that complete. Get rid of this. And that's checked off the list. Okay. So they just got done with essentially doing Curse of Strahd. Now they're going to have some downtime. We already have all the stuff written out for downtime, so that's cool. Assuming that downtime plus roleplay doesn't eat up the entire session, they are going to go back in and try to do some more portal stuff. We head over to the portal room. We can see that they have completed, where is it? The marriage. Where the fuck is the marriage at? They have completed the trumpet. So cross that one out. And the marriage. Alright. So then they still need the juggler, the beating, the Queen Mother, and the hidden truth. Okay, so if I had to guess, I think they're gonna go play basketball. That's what I think. So I've been working on refining our basketball rules. I felt like they were a bit too 5e inspired, which, you know, that's where we pulled them from, was Vault's Guide to Everything. So instead, scoring a point, and this is something we discussed at the end of the session that we were working on these rules, scoring a point is a ranged attack roll with the ball against an AC 42, incredibly hard for level 14 target. This adjusts for range and cover. The ball interaction cumulatively increases the ball interaction cumulatively increases the bonus to attack rolls with basketball for each creature besides you who has held the ball since the last time it was shot at a hoop. Add a cumulative +1 untyped bonus to your attack roll. So if your opponent had the ball passed to their teammate, had the ball stolen by your teammate, who then passed to another teammate, who then passed to you, that's a +4 untyped bonus. So the untyped bonus can stack with circumstance bonus of your ally using aid on you, and any other shit that you do. Terms that have been defined: we got dropped ball, a ball rolls away in 1d8 direction, with a momentum of 1d6 times 5. Loose ball. A loose ball has no hands on it. Okay. Held ball. I don't know if that's the term, but a ball in play in the hands of a player. Alright, so actions that you could do. You could dribble the ball. It's a move action. So it's got the move tag. Required when holding the ball, athletics, thievery, or basketball lore for this check. The check versus your own fort or reflex, whichever is higher, because you're your own worst enemy out on the court. You know what I'm saying? Crit success as a success, but you force disadvantage, misfortune, on reactive strikes triggered by this movement. Success, you may stride, step, or leap with the ball using the appropriate action points. Failure, you lack the confidence to dribble. You cannot move. And then crit fail, you drop the fucking ball. Passing, 2 actions, attack action. You must be holding the ball. You can substitute athletics or basketball lore for this check. Attack roll versus your ally. Ally must have 1 or more hands free. Crit success, ally catches the ball and may step as a free action. Success, ally catches the ball. Failure, ally can attempt a catch reaction, else the ball continues past them. Crit failure as fail, but if the ball passes the unarmed reach of an opponent, they can catch the ball with advantage. Which we should put fortune effect. Alright, so before we go any further, since I mentioned catching the ball, we should add that in there. So, catching. Alright, so catching is a reaction. Alright, and it is an interact. So, it can trigger reactive strikes. Or, in this case, reactive blocks. I don't know. You must be holding the ball. No. You must have 1+ hand free. You can substitute athletics or basketball lore for this check. It's not really that kind of thing. So it would be more like athletics, yeah. So it'd be, what would it be? I think it would be this one. Same as dribble. There we go. So catch, you can substitute, nope, you do this. Athletics, thievery, or basketball lore for this check. And then the check is, this is one I've been kind of struggling with. The speed of the ball, right? The speed of the ball being thrown. I feel like that should, in some way, play into this. You know what I mean? But we could just make you check against your own, thing, and then that's enough. I mean, I kind of like the simplicity of that quite a bit. So yeah. Let's see. Attack roll versus your ally. So this would be check. There we go. So check versus your own fort or reflex, whichever is higher. Crit success. All right. You catch the ball. Oh, well, that would be a success. You catch the ball. So as success, comma, and you may step as a reaction. All right. I think that's pretty cool. It might be even cooler if we do you may pass as a free action. That'd be kind of sick. Passing, however, I have set up as two action points, so I'm not really sure I want to do that. It'd be pretty fucking cool though. I feel like the game would move a lot faster if that was the case. So what if we did? Okay. Or you may pass immediately, comma, but the check is made at disadvantage. Misfortune. There we go. So then you could keep that momentum going, but it's a risk. You know what I'm saying? Failure. The ball passes right by you. And then crit fail would be you fall prone. All right, that seems good. All right, catch reaction. All right. Yeah, that seems pretty good. We also need a block reaction. So we'll put block up here. You would think that block is like catch, but nah. So what we'll do with block is block will be one reaction, interact. You must have one hand free. Athletics, thievery, or basketball lore for this check. Check versus your own, blah, blah, blah. So the check is versus the attack roll of the thrown ball. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to put this here. You cannot catch a ball that was thrown at a hoop. Instead, you must use the block action. Yeah, that seems good. All right. So you must have one hand free. Let's see. Okay, but if you're in defensive stance, you can jump as part of it. Okay. All right. So we'll do acrobatics, athletics, thievery, or basketball lore. Check versus the attack roll of the thrown ball. Okay. So the thrown ball must be within melee reach. Yeah. It's important. So then for catch, one hand free. All right. The loose ball. All right. Okay. Block critical success. You deflect the ball in 1d4 direction. That seems pretty good. As a success, but you may choose to catch the ball. Automatic success. All right, so this would be you may choose to catch the ball, automatic success, or immediately pass the ball, or deflect the ball in a direction of your choice. There we go. All right. Failure, the ball passes right through you. Crit failure, you fall prone. Okay. That all seems pretty good. Okay. So we got passing, we got blocking, we got dribbling. All right. We got catching. Okay. Stealing. 2 actions, has the attack action. Trait, you must have one hand free. You can substitute thievery or basketball lore for this check. Attack roll versus your opponent's reflex. Crit success, you steal the ball and may step or knock the opponent prone. Success, you steal the ball. Failure, you fail to steal the ball. Critical failure, you fail to steal the ball. The opponent may step for free or force you prone. Okay. Big D on your ball. This is one action stance. You must be holding the ball. Acrobatics, athletics, or basketball lore for this check. Check versus your own fort or reflex, whichever is higher. Critical success as success with a +3 bonus. Success, you enter big D on your ball stance. Yep, that's a thing. All DCs to get the ball away from you increase by 2. However, you cannot move while in the stance. If you move for any reason, the stance ends. Failure, you fail to enter the stance. Critical failure, you drop the fucking ball. And then focus on defense, 2 action stance. You must not be holding the ball. Attack, roll, athletics, or basketball lore for this check. I don't think there should be a check. You just enter a defensive stance. There you go. While in this stance, your unarmed reach increases by 5, and you may leap as part of any reaction you perform. If you have the skill feat quick jump, you can high jump or long jump as part of any reaction you perform. Okay, so we should probably also have special rule. Maybe? I don't think we need a special rule. I was going to give everybody reactive strike, but only for basketball attacks. Kind of cool. Special rule. All players gain a reactive strike that can only be used to perform steal. Steel ball. Alright, that seems pretty good. PF2E reactive strike. You lash out at a foe, blah 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 blah. Alright. Okay. So then we'd probably want to go down and put this right here. Okay. Steel ball. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so it would be reaction. Steel ball. Trigger a creature with these, blah, blah, blah. You perform a 2-action steel ball as a reaction. There we go. I like that. Okay. So then the other ones that are reactions block. Must have fantasy, thrown ball must be within melee reach. Okay. That seems fine. That seems fine. Steel ball. Good. Okay. I think that's like everything you need, right? To play basketball? We're not missing anything. You know, I could read through this real quick, but I think we've got it. Oh, we need tip off, right? Okay. So, let's see. Tip off. Opposed checks. Athletics, acrobatics, or I'll do thievery or basketball lore. That seems pretty good. Anyone with quick jump, feet, anyone with quick jump, feet. Fuck it, it's fine. We're gonna keep it simple. All right. So after you score, somebody gets the ball. They get to head back across the field. Everybody's got a... You can move for free. If you don't have the ball, you just use a stride action, step action, any of that kind of shit. Fly action. Is flying allowed? Great question. I feel like you can't fly with the ball. That'll be the rules. How do we set up like an alley-oop or whatever? Alley-oop. Basketball. Okay. The alley-oop. In basketball, an alley-oop is an offensive play in which one player passes the ball near the basket to a teammate who jumps. Okay. So that should be a reaction. All right. So down here we got alley-oop. All right. So this is a reaction. And then the reaction needs to be offensive play in which one player passes the ball near the player who jumps, catches the ball, and dunks it, and lays it in before touching the ground. All right. Reaction trigger. The ball passes within your ball travels. It's probably moves. The ball moves within your unarmed melee range, comma, and you have 1+ hand free, and you can perform a leap or yeah. And you can perform a leap. The ball moves with your unarmed within your unarmed melee range, and you have +1 hand free, and you can perform a leap. Okay, that seems pretty good. A leap that will bring your unarmed melee reach within striking distance of the hoop. It's a lot. It's a lot of things you have to have good. All right. Effect. You may attempt to catch the ball and then immediately strike you may attempt to catch the ball. All right. Okay, effect. Perform any needed athletics checks for leaping, comma. You may then attempt to catch the ball and then attempt a melee strike with the ball against the hoop. Perfection. All right. And then we'll put, if you have the skill feat quick jump, blah, 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 blah. If you have a flight speed, you may fly instead of leaping. It's not cheating. Exclamation mark. All right. So that's how you get the slam dunk in there. That's how you get the slam dunk in there. We could do slam dunk as an action. So we do slam dunk. All right. So how slam dunk would work is it would be 3 actions. And let's see. Yeah. All right. So slam dunk is 8. 3 action. It's got move and it's got attack. Okay. You may stride. Oh, you may, what is it? High jump or long jump. And then, oh wait, you must have the ball in hand. Must have ball in hand. Okay. So we'll put, you must successfully dribble the ball, comma, then, there we go. You may high jump or long jump, and then you may attempt a melee strike with the ball against the hoop. Oh wait, if this jump puts the hoop within melee Yeah, within melee range, comma. You may attempt a melee strike with the ball against the hoop. Are you customizing the Stolen Fate AP? Yes, I am. I'm currently working on Space Jam because it's a very important event that happened during the multiverse. I sent out a survey to my players before the game, and I asked them what they felt the most important things to have ever happened in, I don't know, ever. And somebody said Space Jam. We've done Curse of Strahd. We've done the assassination of Julius Caesar. Yeah, so I'm kind of playing up that, like, the destruction of the deck of destiny, like the scattering of the cards or whatever, has broken all these really important, like, canon events throughout the multiverse, and so the party has to keep going to all these different times and places and fixing the events that have been broken, basically. It's actually been a kind of fun way to handle it. I was inspired by the events in book 2, where it's just like, okay, go to these 6 different places and get some cards. And I was like, man, like, you could just do that for like the whole campaign, really. I mean, that'd be cool. So that's sort of what we've been doing. All right, so we got the ball actor, which we got to throw all these things on, and then we need to make a hoop actor to be targetable. We got the slam dunk here. Okay, so if you fail or critically fail this attempt, you we'll put if you critically fail any checks associated with this action, comma, you fall prone and drop the ball. One day I hope to be able to make custom stuff in Foundry like you do. Oh, well, thank you. I'm not that great at it, but I keep trying. It's very complicated. I'm moving along and learning to GM in Foundry. I got the beginner box installed, so my next step is to start going through that. Yeah, absolutely. I would say get a notebook or like a Google Doc or whatever you use for word editing, and just start like making note of anything you find that might be useful later. So, like, for example, like the enlarge spell, it has the secret code for how to make something big or small. You know, the bless spell tells you how to add a status bonus. And then when you are ready to make your own stuff, you pretty much just go to these things that you already know that they do at least some of the things that you're trying to do, and then you just sort of hack them up and then add them to your stuff, basically. All right, let's go ahead and add a basketball hoop. So this will be book 2. Oh, we don't have a folder just for Space Jams? Dang. Use Obsidian for notes. Oh, nice. Let's see. Space Jam. Alright. So we'll do that. Goes in there. Goth Lola Bunny goes in there. We need to add a hoop. Alright. So I'm going to add create an actor. We're going to call the, we'll make it an NPC. We'll call this guy Hoop. Alright. So basketball hoop icon. Alright. Let's see what we got here. That's all I need. Icon basketball hoop. Alright. It's not unique, but let's go here. And then we'll do Stolen Fate, Book 2. Oh, these are just maps and shit. Okay, so we'll do Actors, Book 2 Edits. All right. This. Okay. Nice. And then for the actor itself, I think we want. Let's see. I'm gonna go to Bazaar. Go to. Oh, yeah, modules. We'll go down to JB2A. And library. And then generic. Portals. All right, we need a round portal. Yeah, that'll work. Grab this. Yeah, this one. Okay. Update and hoop. Oh, very cool. Nice. All right. And then we need another hoop over here. There we go. And let's see. Switch this one to purple. It should really not be red versus blue. It should be like purple versus yellow, I'm thinking. So we'll do that. All right, in here. Because, you know, void versus fate is kind of the where my brain's at on that one. All right, awesome. So we got to give this guy a construct for sure. We don't want to kill. We don't want to kill the hoop. We'll give it a hardness like that. Give it, I don't know, 100 hit points. There we go. All right, and then it's supposed to have a 42 armor class. Excellent. All right, it's got a 0 speed. That's good. All right. I think its armor class is supposed to be 42. 42. Incredibly hard for somebody able. Okay. All right. So then, I don't have any players logged in, so we could give this. We could give this a shot. A shot. All right. So we'll have Bella try to shoot the ball because she's terrible. All right. So if she's trying to shoot the ball at the hoop, I wanted to be able to like sub in. And we got to take into account range. All right. So let me give her a basketball. Let's see, inventory. You need a lot of basketballs, bro. So many basketballs. This is not enough basketballs. All right. Okay. So then the basketball. We go here. So I guess, yeah, the question is, can they just hit the basketballs? That's a good question, too. I would say, yeah, but we'll give the basketball like a 35 to its... Why are you... Oh, you're encumbered? Oh, my God. Hold on. Strength plus 20. There you go. Okay. So let's see. The ball by itself should have a 0 speed. And then give it a 4, 20, 25 for its reflex. Yeah, it seems pretty good. Okay. Not really though, because a DC baseline DC for them is a 32. Actually, yeah, that's pretty great. Okay, so 35 is still really hard. Inventory. All right, so we're gonna drag this basketball over, and then we're gonna have her hold the basketball, which should then make it an attack. There we go. This is her attack roll with it. She's gonna target the hoop. And I'm assuming the second one is throwing. Yeah. There we go. All right. Wow, nat 20. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. All right. So that did calculate the range penalties and everything else. She hit by -6 with a natural 20. So we might be making the DC a little too high there. So we can increase the bonus for passing the ball to +2 untyped bonus. And that'll, I mean, remember, basketball is a high scoring game. Oh, all right. Have a good time making dinner. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, that seems pretty good. We'll have it go up by that. So delete and delete. All right. All right. I like that. I like that quite a bit. Okay. So we'll get rid of this and this. All right. So then if you do hit the basketball would technically go in a direction. Yeah. All right. And I have rules for that. Let's see. Hit. Attacking the ball. Passing or shooting. Strike the ball. Make a strike against the ball. Range strikes are made at disadvantage. Throwing the ball. Athletics versus the AC of the ball. All right. Modifiers. Don't forget to calculate cover from allies and enemies. Balls more than 30 feet from the hoop. Balls more than 50 feet from the hoop. Passing bonus. For every time the ball has been passed between players. Don't need to worry about that. On a hit, roll damage. Add half damage dealt to the ball's momentum points to the ball's speed. Okay, so we're going to ask the Googles. Average speed of a passed basketball. For example, listen, just make one up. If you can understand catching. All right. Let's see. We'll ask the GPT. Without worrying too much about the science. What is the average speed of a passed basketball in the NBA? I'm very curious. I couldn't find a reliable source. Okay. So 17 miles per hour. Okay. All right. In Pathfinder 2E, the average creature can move 75 feet in 6 seconds. During combat. If a basketball has a speed of 17 miles per hour, what would its speed be in feet per 6 seconds in Pathfinder 2E? That's like not a weird thing to ask. All right, step 1, convert miles per hour to feet per second. So 1 mile per hour is 1.4 feet per second. So 17 miles would be 24 feet per second. How far in 6 seconds? The speed would be 150 feet. So it would be 150 divided by 3. I don't think 150 divides by 3. Yeah, it does. 50. So 50 foot. It has a 50-foot speed. Got it. All right. So the ball's speed. All right. So passive. We're going to put variable speed. Move. Trait. Okay. The average speed of a ball in play is 50 feet. Okay. Sounds pretty easy. All right. A dropped ball rolls away at a speed of /r 1d6 times 5 feet. Let's do 2d3. 2d4. Yeah. Okay. Variable speed, blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah, I like that. A ball at rest has a base speed of 0 without outside forces acting upon it. A ball that is struck with an attack gains a speed equal to, and then this is where we go back over here. Add half damage dealt rounded down to the ball's speed in your chosen direction. All right. Nice. Equal to half damage dealt rounded down. Gains additional speed. There we go. Equal to half damage dealt to the ball. All right. That works out pretty good. Okay. It's a lot of work. Why am I making a fucking basketball Pathfinder game? What the fuck is wrong with me? I don't know. All right. So that is that. Now, let's see. We gotta build this shit out. All right. So that's where we would come over. I guess everyone should have access to the ball, right? Yeah. All right. So the ball's gonna have a hardness 15. There you go. Okay. It's immune to all of that. All right. Seems right. Okay. The ball is weak to anything. Nah, probably not. All right. So scoring a point is a range attack. This adjusts for range and cover. What is the range increment of a thrown basketball? Okay. Basketball's thrown range is 15 feet. Okay. Ball interaction cumulatively increases, blah, blah, blah. Dropped ball, loose ball. Okay, so put ball conditions. Incredible. Dropped ball, rolls away in 1d8 direction with a momentum of 2d4 times 5. Held ball, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Special rule, all players gain a reactive strike that can only be used to perform reaction steel ball. Okay. So, alright. That would be here. Action. Reaction. Okay. Reaction steel ball. Alright, cool. And then do this description. Oops. There we go. And then you perform a 2-action steel ball action. Oh, just do that. All right. Good. So that is technically an attack. There we go. All right, sweet. So then we go up here, and we're gonna put as a passive. We're gonna put rules of basketball. All right. Okay. All the normal basketball rules. 5v5 standard court. All right. Let me do one of these. This is just blah blah blah. Do that. This. Okay, ball conditions. Do that. Do this. Special rule. There we go. All right. And they can perform reaction steel ball. Nice. All right. Neat. Let's see. Rules of basketball. Simple. Basketball basics. It's not really that complicated. It's not really that complicated. All right. So we'll do this. Okay. Excellent. All right. So we got rules of basketball. We got variable speed. Get that. Okay. So we're at 7. Technically, I'm supposed to stop, but kind of want to finish this basketball thing up while I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go here. Oops. Like that. Tip off. Go here. That. All right. So then we need the actual actions. So this would be another action. Action is dribble, move, whoop, move, and interact. Nope. Manipulate. There we go. Okay. Required when holding the ball. So do fold. All right. And 1 to 3 actions. There we go. check versus your fort, whichever is higher. And then we got crit success, success, and apparently I didn't grab failure. To dribble the ball. There we go. And do that. Perfect. All right. The ball will teach you how to play. Okay. So dribble done. Is there a way to say that it can be more than 1 point? Nah, I think they all default at 1. That's fine. You can get real fancy and you can like put the little Pac-Man symbols in. There's a way to do it, but I'm not too pressed. All right, passing. Oh shit, press stance? No, don't worry about it. Just keep going. Here we go. Passing. I guess passing should really just be 1, right? Yeah, it should just be fucking 1. All right. Okay. Let's see. All right. This is a attack trait. And paste it in. All right. So requirement, you must be holding the ball. You can substitute athletics or basketball lore for this attack roll. Check. Attack roll versus your ally. Ally must have 1 or more hands free. Alright, crit success, blah, 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 blah. And good. Alright, that's fine. Next up is block. Alrighty. So we're going to go here and put block. Block is attack. Nope. I have block down as... I feel like block would be an attack. I'm going to put block as attack. And then we're going to go to this. Paste this in. Alright. You must have 1 hand free, so this would be requirements. There we go. And the ball must move. There we go. Within. Alright. Yeah. Okay. So then effect. So this actually isn't just requirement, this is a trigger. Okay. Check versus the attack roll of the thrown ball. Okay. The thrown. Yeah. There we go. Ball must move. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. Hype. That's good. Alright, so we got block in there. Fuck yeah. Then we got catch. Alright. So catch is another reaction. Oh wait, we didn't put the reaction tag. There we go. Alright, the next one is catch. Alright, that is a manipulate. And then the details reaction. Alright, nice. Description. Alright. Trigger. You cannot catch a ball that was thrown at the hoop. Instead, you must use the block action. The ball moves through threatened squares. Through your threatened squares. Okay. So then effect. There we go. So we do this. Whoa. Loose ball must be within melee reach. Okay, trigger. You must have Wilson and hinge free. The loose ball must be within melee reach. Let's see. This should actually just say this. The ball moves through your threatened squares. As calculated by your unarmed attack reach. Unarmed melee attack reach? Unarmed melee attack reach. You cannot catch a ball that was thrown at a hoop. Instead, you must use the block action. Okay. Effect, blah, blah, blah. Check versus your own fort or reflex, whichever is higher. And good. Alright. Success. Okay, next up, steel ball. Alright. And let's go. So, steel ball. This is manipulate. Is it? Or is it an attack? No, it's an attack. Okay. Alright. So, steel ball goes in. You must have one hand free. So, this is actually a requirement. There we go. And you can substitute, blah, blah, blah. Attack roll versus your opponent's reflex. There's the results. Save it. Details. 2 actions. Alright. Nice. Okay. And then we can go to reaction steal a ball. And we can drag that on there. So it's a little more, you know, official. Oh. There we go. All right. Next up is Big D on your balls. All right. Let's see. Go here. It's in there. So this is a stance. Go. Big D on your ball. All right. Requirements. You must be holding the ball. And then hold the ball with both hands. Yeah, there we go. All right. Acrobatics, athletics, or basketball lore for this check. Check your own fort or reflex, whichever is higher. And one of these things happens. All right. Sweet. Okay, so we need to make an effect. Oh my god. Alright, create effect called Big D on your ball. Alright. And then do this like that. It doesn't actually calculate shit. It's just to sort of remind you that you've done it. Okay. So we'll do forge assets. UI assets. I don't even know. Icon. What would I even put for big defense on your balls? Bouncer. Alright. Works for me. Okay. Use this effect to track. Yoink. There we go. Alright. One action. You try to go into a stance. Okay. Then we've got focus on defense. Alright. So go here. Action. Focus on Paste it in. Requirements. You are not holding the ball. This is a stance. Okay. You enter defensive stance. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So then we have to create another thing. Create item. Effect. There we go. Focus on defense. And I guess for this, we'll do this cube. There we go. And put that in. There we go. All right. So we'll do use this to track. There we go. All right. We're almost done. We got alley-oop, and then we got slam dunk. So we're almost there. All right. So we're gonna go here, and action. We're gonna do alley-oop. It's got a dash in there. All right. Alley-oop is it's a manipulate for sure, but it's also an attack and a move, right? Move. And an attack? Alright. And then paste it in. Trigger. The ball moves within your unarmed melee range and you... Agave? Almost the right word. You have 1+ hand free, and you can perform a leap that will bring your unarmed melee reach within striking distance of the hoop. Okay. So we'll do leap. Alright. They'll bring your unarmed melee reach within striking distance of the hoop. Alright. So then that's all the requirements. Then the effect is perform any needed athletics checks for leaping. You may then attempt to catch the ball. So we want to do catch. Okay. And then attempt a melee strike with the ball against the hoop if you have this quick jump. Right. You can high jump or long jump as part of any reaction you perform. During this reaction. If you have a flight speed, you may fly instead of leaping. It's not cheating. Alright. Hype. So details, reaction, and good. Alright, last one, slam dunk. And then we're donezo's. So action here. Slam dunk. This is a move. Manipulate. And attack. Alright. Paste that in. Requirement. You must have the ball in hand. You must successfully dribble the ball. So it's like 1. You must successfully dribble the ball. Then you may high jump or long jump. If this jump puts the hoop within melee range, you may attempt a melee strike with the ball against the hoop. If you critically fail any checks associated, we'll just put that down here. There we go. Perfect. Details, 3 back, man. It's wonderful. All right. Perfect. I love everything about it. Okay, hope everybody has a great night. If you want to watch this live, Lexaeus22 will be streaming it. Otherwise, it'll be up on YouTube within a week. I'll be back tomorrow night to prep some 7 Dooms for Sandpoint. And then I'll be back Thursday to prep some Skyhaven. There'll be no vodcast for the next, I don't know, like 2 weeks at least, because we got Thanksgiving weekend, and then I got surgery this Friday. But yeah, hope everybody has a great night, and I'll see you next time.